Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. I have come once more today for us to continue with our Biafra liberation, our freedom. We are people of liberal mind. We Biafrans are wonderful people. We are asking that the zoo should leave Biafrans alone. I am here once more for us to continue with the evangelism of Biafra, which is our religion. Join me from wherever you are. We Biafrans, we are people of liberal mind. Join me, my people. This is one of the Brgie media platform where we tell you the authentic truth. Hello, my brother. Thank you for joining. Join me, my people, join me. Let us continue. Before I go ahead, I must pray to God. Almighty God, Father in heaven, the owner of the world, I thank and glorify your holy name, my Lord. Heavenly Father, you are the only one that can give us what no human father can give. That is why you are a great God. I thank you, Holy Father. My Lord, I commit my leader, the wonderful man who is ready to die for his people, but by the special grace of God, he will not die. He will live to reap the fruit of his labor. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I pray that you should protect him and release him for us the way you released Paul and Barnabas, or Paul and Silas so many years ago, because you are the same God. You are not an unchangeable God. I pray for the protection and guidance of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He prayed for the wisdom of 1,000 men. I am asking you, God, to multiply it for him and protect him and guide him jealously for us. Protect all Biafrans all over the world. He said, thank you, my Lord. I thank you for Biafrans. I thank you for Biafrans. I thank you, merciful God. You know, my people, when you are here most of the time, you will be, you'll be having mixed feelings of what to say or how to say it. And it's normal, very natural. Hello, Anton. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord. Yes, Almighty God is Lord. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, so today I have something to tell my people. Hello, my brother. You are welcome. Try and subscribe to Betty Ford TV. That is the title. My channel for YouTube, and follow me on Facebook, Betty Ford Second. You are welcome. This is platform for Biafrans. Biafra is a nation in West Africa. We are talking of our freedom and our liberty. It is our inherent right, very inherent. It's from God. So my people, today I have come with a few updates. But as usual, let me play the voice of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the wonderful voice, the golden voice.
This evening, I will start by calling upon Bishop Coker, or should I say, all the Catholics around the world, to please warn Bishop Coker to desist from making statements and comments that will annoy God Almighty in heaven. If he continues in the manner that we have deduced he is likely to follow, then I will place curse on him in public. I'm not saying this very lightly because he's a man that I have enormous regard and respect for. Bishop Coker, I respect him. I love him immensely. But he came up with some statements which are, should I say, unbecoming of a sensible, reasonable human being. Therefore, he must retrace his steps. We must also remind ourselves that a few days ago, I said something about those of them trying their damnedest best to try to keep Nigeria together, a zoological republic that should not exist in the first place. And this evening, I want to reinforce this very fact that the curse that I placed upon United Kingdom, a people that I revere and I love very much, people that I hold their citizenship and have sworn allegiance to, and will continue to defend their interest, genuine interest, of course, because I am an Anglophile at heart. That's very Britain today. It is not up to 7 days that I made that statement live here on air. The leader of the Welsh people have come out to make a categorical statement that Britain no longer exists in their own thinking. This is what I want to guide the thinking of all our people. I want it to guide our understanding of what is happening in the zoo and to understand also the spiritual dimension which we have chosen to pursue this very noble cause. According to Mark Drakeford, who is the leader of the Welsh people in the UK, and I quote, "The United Kingdom is over," he said. UK, as I told you a few days ago, that anybody who has a hand or who is trying to keep Nigeria together, their kingdom or their entity will disintegrate. These are the things that I want you to understand this very evening. That's Nigeria.
My people, you see, you know what our leader is saying here, it still persists. Some Biafrans who are either scared or they don't think well, or they are, I don't know how to put it, they are drowned in this deceit that Nigeria will be well, or they can amend Nigeria. They don't want to join what we are doing. They are really playing a game of no confidence, or I don't know how to put it. Anyone who is telling you that Nigeria is one or that Nigeria could be amended should think again. Today, you will see somebody from the Southeast in the person of Ojus Okano or Hope Uzodinma or Peter Obi will go to the north and they will crown the person with their turban, which is like taking an oath or allegiance to the Sokoto Caliphate, forgetting that we are people that God blessed so much. Good evening, my brother Gabriel. You are welcome. Thank you for joining. Any Southeasterner who is going to Sokoto to be turbaned, like Ojus Okano did one time, Okorocha did it, Hope Uzodinma did it, Peter during his own deceitful hour when he was campaigning, he went and started dressing like them, praying like them, a pure Catholic like Peter Obi. They are all doing that. Eye service to please their Fulani masters. As I said yesterday, Fulani is only 13 million in the whole of that country. They are not up to one state. Like if you come to Southeast, you will see that you can find 20-something million people there. Not only just Southeast, out of the 42 states, 40 states of United States of Biafra. Any Southeasterner who has designated himself to be a slave to the Fulanis at the detriment of the masses, Amadioha will not only strike the person, but God will never forgive the person, because what we are doing is God's design. God wants his own children to come and serve him in truth and in honesty. We have been adulterated for so many years. We have been serving people who are supposed to be our slaves, but the time is up. The time is now. We have to take our journey, though not very easy, but we have to. This is the right time for us to move and be very sincere about it. These men that I have mentioned, if you go to Google or YouTube and search for it, you will see them being turbaned. How can you be selling your conscience at the detriment of your own tribesmen? You can never see any Fulani do that. When did they start? 1808, when their Marudin father brought the Osman Danfodio to Nigeria. To that country, we had 3 or 4 nations. The Biafrans, the Ududuwans, Yoruba nation, the Arewas, the owners of the North. I must be very sincere, the Northerners are very good people. The real Northern people that Usman Danfodio displaced their leaders and established his own, the Sokoto Caliphate. People who are very, very deceitful in nature. They mix politics with religion, radicalizing their children. They don't want to send them to school so that those children, their eyes will never get opened. I myself, I know how long it took me to take to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we Igbos, we Biafrans, Igbo is not the only state in Biafra, but is one of the states. It is difficult to convince us to the contrary. So my people, any Biafran who is playing the game of the Fulanis will have himself or herself to blame. If I name be you have to be here or there. And if you are not here with us now, trust me, when Biafra will come, you will enter Biafra with visa and you will be scrutinized properly based on your actions, past and present. So let me continue to play the voice of my leader. This is my jingle because I'm yet to unveil the reason why I am here today. But my leader's voice is my own jingle.
Nigeria has expired. The wrath of Almighty God is upon Nigeria. Look at Tinubu, for example, what the Yorubas are going through on his account. Look at how the Christian minorities in the north are being slaughtered and brutally massacred by the Janjaweed elements of the caliphate. Because the likes of Bishop Coker is there preaching unity that he...
One minute, my people.
That he knows doesn't exist. Because Britain is directly involved in trying to keep together what God Almighty has rendered asunder. That is the reason why Mark Bradford has come out to say that United Kingdom is over. He's a very heavyweight politician in the UK, the leader of the Welsh people. He is the first minister of the Welsh people. Wales, of course, In the UK, it's a principality. And mind you, Prince Charles is supposed to be the Prince of Wales, or should I say, the titular head of the government of Wales people. But here we have Mark Drakeford saying it categorically that Britain is over. And I want Britain. If you continue to meddle in the affairs of Nigeria to the extent whereby you are presenting a stumbling block to the emancipation of the children of God, the children of light, United Kingdom will be decimated. Because you're very proud and very arrogant, because you think that you're Caucasian, you're white, you can do anything and get away with it. You may think that the disintegration of the UK has nothing to do with Biafra, but I can assure you categorically that it has. If you do not stop meddling in Nigeria, if you do not stop this, your, should I say, perverted, racist devotion to keeping people who shouldn't be one together in one monstrous entity called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, believe you me, God Almighty in heaven will destroy Britain beyond recognition. And it started to happen already. It is happening already. I warned you and I told you. You may disregard the agitation for Biafra and tag it as nothing. Because you came, you saw, you conquered, and you colonized. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. And if you have not applied for your Somalian visa, please try and do so. Should I say Somali visa? Try and do so as quickly as possible, because the zoo is on the path of destruction. And there is nothing man can do to reverse it. Mark today's date and what I'm telling you. Nigeria will be destroyed beyond human comprehension. So,
people, that is it from our leader. Today, you will all agree with me that based on what is going on in the zoo, that Nigeria is gone. It is only the shadow of Nigeria that we are seeing today, a country that will go and buy ammunition to destroy sections of part of its country, where there is officially no war declared. But what is happening in Nigeria is worse than what is happening in Ukraine and Russia. The number of people they buy every day is more than what has been buyed in Ukraine every day. Now, let me show you the reason why I am here today. Our Prime Minister, you all know that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, they never knew that somebody like him, you know, is there for us. They never knew when they abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they thought that it is over. And even the DOS, they never knew the extent that Simon will go to. So they thought that it is all over. But now they are all confessing. Every time Nigeria government will be telling you that Simon Ekpa is the one causing trouble, simply because our Prime Minister is not allowing them to overwhelm our people and send them to IDP camp. That's why they are calling his name. Because what is happening in Southeast, you can see that worse things happen in every other parts of the zoo, especially in Kaduna, where they have Christians. They will go there, they will burn houses. Last week, it was in Delta State, Okwama community. That's really South. They went there and started burning houses. You can imagine what the elderly people that live there will be doing, or what the kids will do. This is a country that has no conscience, people that have no feelings for you. People that do not think of what the outside world feels about them. That is to tell you that any foreign country that is dealing with Nigeria, they know what they are coming to do. They just want to come and take your natural resources and leave you with your dirty lifestyle. That's what it is. That is exactly what it is. So they are now asking for our prime minister, the military. The other time they sent the Ohanese, because Fulani are very tricky people. They think they are very smart. You know, when Usman Danfodio came, he thought seeing the Igbos was a very big challenge to Usman Danfodio and his son, Sadwana of Sokoto. That one continued preaching to the whole of the country that Igbos are evil people. Now, the whole Nigeria now knows who is evil between Fulani and the Igbos. Yes, they now know who is worst enemy of the other. The Fulanis, a visitor, a foreigner, people that lives in the bush, drinks cow urine. They don't go to school at all. When they came, they felt that we are posing a very huge challenge to them, and a couple of them, just a handful, started going to school. People like Shetima, he will be speaking English that he doesn't know how to analyze or how to explain. You can't be speaking English and befriending English people or Americans or Britain or Russia or outside world without behaving like them. How can you be the one killing your own people? You are claiming that you own Nigeria, then you own them to destroy their lives. Or you can be destroying somebody's life without expecting a challenge. It is not with an Igbo man. No, you can't do that with us. You can't toy about with us, not for too long. That's why God gave us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister. And each time they will be calling for his head. They use the governors, they use the Ohanese, and the outside world, they use the Nigerian government to derail the progress of other African nations. Nigeria has to go down because it is the presence of Nigeria that is causing other African countries not to progress further. Ask me how. ECOWAS, for instance. ECOWAS is a very bad tool. That's why the zoo must go down. Biafra is the only saving grace for that country because the oil and gas that made Nigeria what it is in our land, in Biafra land. So the world must hear this. ECOWAS is always there as a willing tool. For instance, when the Niger Republic, who is being ruled or colonized by French, Mali, Burkina Faso, all of them, they want to pull themselves out of the shackles of that evil administration and exploitative nature of the France. They overthrew their slave master, who was the prime president, and the military came in. Emmanuel Macron and America ran to Tinubu as the leader of ECOWAS, and he was smartening up to go and go and fight people of Niger. And the people were happy that the military has taken over. They are Anglophone country. You have no right over them. So you can imagine they always put all these dummies, illiterates, uneducated people so that they will become presidents in Africa and they will be milking Africa dry using them. Now, the people of the North who have relatives in Niger threaten Tinubu, if you ever take military to go and fight Niger Republic, we will come after you. That's how Tinubu surrendered. They think we don't know. Now, every day they are talking about Southeast. Because Southeast, we don't have Islamic people there and we don't want any. They should stay on their own. We do not say that we don't want Islamic people to exist. They should exist and leave us alone. Duru, thank you so much. Kekime, ezigbo nwanne m no. We do not have anything against the Islamic religion. They should be on their own lane while we are on our own lane. These people in Nigeria, they are not good Muslims. They are adulterated Islamic religious group because Muslim people are nice people. Yes, they are very good people, but the ones in Nigeria, they are killers. They don't know anything about God. They don't. They keep mixing politics and religion. This is not what administration or management of human is all about. So now, they will use your own people to be destroying your life, to be blocking you from moving forward. But guess what? They can never reach our Prime Minister. Let me read for you what our Prime Minister has in his Twitter handle. Look at it here. That's his picture at the top left there. He says, breaking news. The intel coming from the terrorist Nigeria army is that the Nigeria terrorist government, the Nigeria army are sending 2 suicide bombers to Finland to look for Simon Ekpa. I laughed at them. You have proven to be a terrorist state. And we are patiently waiting for you. I am more close to you than you can ever imagine. This is what our Prime Minister wrote on his Twitter handle. He continued, I challenge you both to fly to Finland with explosives and see what will happen to you. He continued again and said, the month of April is here. Come to Finland and see what will happen. Go and ask those who tried it last year. You will all be captured even before you enter Finland. Biafra declaration will be on the 2nd of December 2024, he wrote. And no amount of threat will stop it, he said. Let me read what my sister Gina said. We don't want them at all, whether good or bad. They are the same. They are wasting their bloody time looking for Obatobie. Exactly. They can never lay their filthy finger on him. But like he rightly said, he is closer to them than they are to him. So, continuing with what our Prime Minister responded to them, as you are planning against Simon Ekpa and Biafra, we are planning our defense too. We hold onto this mantle until declaration and beyond. I will be the end of the evil terrorist state, Nigeria. That's what our Prime Minister said in response. They are looking for him. Why are they looking for him? Gumi is dissenting like a reverend father in the church. is like a pastor in the church, but Gumi is the one going backward and forward, campaigning for the terrorists. Gumi is there demanding for 40 trillion naira money for the terrorists, asking for 158 motorcycles. You know, they go in the bush. So motorcycle is the easy transportation means for them to get to their destinations using the bush paths. He also asked for 50 Hilux vans. My people, where is this money coming from? The oil in our hometown. They will never see that, and they will never get it. So, my people, this is what they are always looking for. How to decimate our people and send us to IDP camp, but it will never happen. And while I am saying this, I have to seize this opportunity once more to remind our people that at this time, our self-referendum is ongoing till May 30th or 31st. Make sure you have voted and your families, because we Biafrans, we must leave the zoo, no matter their threat. This time around, no going back. We have crossed the Rubicon. Whatever they do, they cannot bring us back to join them. Our Ejema is in the world market selling very well. If you watch, the Naira is gaining value because they are pursuing Ejema. Ejema is one Ejema coin to $1.01 to tell you that our money is stronger. So if you go to www.biafrarepublic.gov.org, when you get there, you will see all the links for voting, for donation, for the ID, and for the visit to Finland. We will continue to evangelize. Hello, my wonderful sister. I'm doing very good. Thank you so much. God bless you for joining. Everyone here should remember to like and share and subscribe if you haven't, so that I will always come up and use this place. Thank you, my brother, Gabriel. Thank you. God bless you for your acknowledgement. Thank you so much. Nothing will happen to our Obatobie. He has told them. They listed 93 people and included him. And he in turn listed the number of them that is wanted in Biafra land. And there's a man that, you know, a man has something to tell us about that very, you know, the way they wanted our prime minister. Our prime minister also has his own list, you know. I had it yesterday with me from my sister. I don't know where to find it now. They will never win us. You know, I jindi Nigeria for Jide Fogu. Father Jim Jones said, this is Muhammad Isaka. Father Jim Jones said, those who forgot to remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Yeah, this is why we keep reminding people of the past. In Nigeria, Biafrans have suffered for so many years. So many years. First of all, they amalgamated Nigeria in 1914. They said after 100 years, anyone who do not want to remain can take their leave. And because we are asking to take our leave, they want to finish all of us, sending us to our early graves. It cannot continue, not anymore. So by year 2014, it became 100 years. And from year 2014 till now, it is almost 14 years. So my people, we will continue. I will play you the voice of one of my colleagues to hear what they said about the zoo plan to extradite our prime minister, who is not a Nigerian citizen. He is a citizen of Finland, unfortunately, for the zoo nation.
Breaking news. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa exposes Nigeria government as they plan to send 2 suicide bombers to go after the Prime Minister in Finland. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 27th of March 2024, and I have a breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Your friends and lovers of freedom, it don't happen. I want you to pay very good attention to this very news. Because this one, this very news is that very news that you don't want to miss. That is an Igbo adage, but in Kabu, Zulu Biafra. So I want you to pay attention because I don't want to talk too much. I will just go straight and read the news in details. And as you can see on your screen, I will be reading from the official and verified Twitter handle of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Just a couple of minutes ago, he tweeted, he said, breaking. The intel coming from the terrorist Nigeria army is that the Nigeria terrorist government, Nigeria army, are sending justice. The Nigeria terrorist government and Nigeria army are sending 2 suicide bombers to Finland to look for Simon Ekpa. I'm reading this very news from the official and verified Twitter handle of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. He's there right now as I'm talking to you. After listening to this news, if you want to go and confirm or verify, kindly go and check his Twitter handle and make sure that you are checking from his official handle, the one that is verified, as you can see it on your screen. So this is not a propaganda, and remember that somebody as Prime Minister Simon Ekpa cannot be running a whole Brgie, the Biafra Republic government in exile, without having, intels and information from the inside the zoo government. It is not possible. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside here with us, he was having intels. Even when they were planning to kidnap him, he knew that they were coming. The only problem there is that he never knew how it was going to happen, but he knew that it was going to happen. He actually knew. He never knew that the zoo government was going to use his own people to round him up. He never knew that it was going to happen like that. But he knew that he was going to be kidnapped. Now, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, Brgie, has gotten an authentic information, authentic one. He said that This intel is coming from the Nigerian army, that the intel is coming inside the Nigerian army, that the Zoo government and the Zoo army are sending, not are planning. I'm the one who is using that word, planning. He said that are sending two suicide bombers to Finland to look for Simon Ekpa. Now,
my people, you know, a country where a drug baron, an illiterate that forged certificate of a lady in America is ruling, what do you expect? They don't even have knowledge of what the national law is, let alone the international law. When they say things like this, it exposes them, their ignorance, their idiocy, and their illiteracy. Nigeria has never been ruled by any educated or any sane person. It's either a very sick, destructive old hag that has been selling the land of Lagosians without, in fact, some Lagosians will tell you that this very man called Tinubu, they don't know his background. Nobody, they don't know his background. And they are crying of how he has been selling their land. How can you be a leader of a nation and the military, the defense minister or whatever he is, will be telling you that they are planning to go to a foreign country to go and be a suicide bomber in Europe? What a shame. That country, they are doomed. I'm telling you, they are cursed. And the curse is right now playing a lot of vital role against them. All over Nigeria, I am very, very happy that everyone now knows, between the Fulanis and the Igbos, the one who is better. They have choice now to choose to follow Biafra or to follow Fulani. That is it. It's not by force. It is called self-referendum. You have choice to join Biafra or to go your separate way, whether you are a Southeasterner or not. And it is only in Southeast that you can find Biafrans. That's our origin. Nobody can take it away from us. That's our origin.
They get no balls as to what they happen. But I will prove to you people that Simon Ekpa is in charge. There's no two ways about it.
Yes.
And I will tell you people that Aloy Macron knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yes, my people, this is one of the DOS allies making his confession that our Prime Minister is the one in charge. And many more videos contained in this very video. Listen carefully.
If they don't, what happens then? I mean, if Simon Ekpa's followers don't do the bidding of Nnamdi Kanu, at least based on what he said in the letter, giving that directive, what happens then?
Well, the question you put now, referring to Simon Ekpa's followers, suggests that Simon Ekpa has different followers from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, that's a fallacy. Simon Ekpa's followers are Nnamdi Kanu's followers. So anybody following Mazi Simon Ekpa is following him because he believes that Ekpa is following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ekpa calls himself as a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the memo containing the order in that very memo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also used the word disciple. So there is no different followers of Mazi Simon Ekpa, different from those who are in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Any day you want to address these people, you should address them from a stage of taking advantage of hostility the tactics. But I mean for them, they don't know the kind of role I'm playing to make sure that peace in our land. Because some people are benefiting. They are benefiting from the hostility.
You know, when Onyendu appeared in court on the 19th, he said that those governors that are complicit making money out of this very insecurity, Ejiofor is the eye. He is the eye of these people. And do you people know that recently, as recent as 20th of this month, that some group came attacking our leaders' legal representatives, saying that it is unprofessional to take Ejiofor out of the team, the legal team of our leader, and he is a saboteur. Ndị Igbo si na ọkụkọ nyụọ arụ, onye ori na-ezu ama gbalụso ya n'azụ. Ejiofor has been hello my brother Chibo, thank you for joining. Ndị Igbo si na onye ori na-ezu ama gbalụso ya n'azụ. This Ejiofor here ranting is the eye of Nigeria in what the Biafrans are doing. He was the one who kept going from Abuja to Southeast, thank you, to have sophisticated meeting, as he called it. I will leave the video to play a little bit so that you will hear it from his mouth. He is the one, or he was the one, that connived with the governors, and he brought in Ejiofor and what's his name? Madubugu and the rest of them, Chinasa Nwuru, and they shared the money because they haven't made such money before. The 100 million naira that the governors contributed. Look at him here. In JJ Media, he was talking to you. We see his picture here.
People who apparently agents of foreign government. You know, I supposed to have a meeting on Sunday being 6th at 10 a.m. somewhere. I may not mention it here. I'm waiting for them because I'm going to mention them that should go on. If they are unable to investigate what happened in my house and produce the criminal that came to my house and release my boss within the day for 8 hours, I'll mention the names of people that had meetings. I'll mention them. Including the governors I met having with. I'll mention them. Because my brother, I didn't come back for interaction at the point in question. Let me say this to you. I've been involved in a highly sensitive and sensitive meeting.
And have you heard it? I've been involved in a highly security meeting with the governors. That's how they planned and brought his own client. A representative that kills his own client is Ejiofor. This is how the Fulanis, how they will be throwing corn. They will be throwing corn to the fowl to catch it by using your own people. That's their system, that's their style. So what we are saying in effect is any Biafran person that will not remove his hand from what is happening in Biafra, Amadioha ga-egbu onye afọ, gbuo ya, gbuo ụmụ ya, gbuo ya kwa ogbucha ya n'ụwa, gbuo ya n'ụwa ọzọ. I am telling you people, they should leave our prime minister alone. Emenike, I don't know whether you heard it, but I will play Odinanwa so that you will hear his voice.
Do you know that there is a...
You know, I will play him here. I was playing his voice.
Breaking news. Home Minister Simon Ekpa used Simon Ekpa, and they went there in the name of protest, but they failed.
Hello, Sonny.
Many of them today, many of them that led that very movement to Finland today have been, deported to the zoo. Many of them are in prison. I'm telling you the truth. The news is everywhere. The Prime Minister was even updating us when it was happening. Many of them today are in prison. Many of them have.
Yes, Mohammed, you might be correct or you might be wrong. We want to go. Let us eat ourselves raw. We prefer to eat ourselves raw than to allow Fulani to eat us raw. Okay? Thank you. If that is anybody's wish, it will not happen. It will not happen. It's our choice.
Breaking news. Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, he said, go and ask those who tried it last year. You will all be captured even before you enter Finland. Remember that last year, 2023, even Ohaneze and the Ohaneze criminals also sent some abductors to go to Finland to abduct the Prime Minister. Ifa organized some stupid elements in the name of IPOB, paid them huge amount of money to go to Finland and abduct Mazi Simon Ekpa. And they went there in the name of protest, but they failed. Many of them today, many of them that led that very movement to Finland today have been, deported to the zoo. Many of them are in prison. I'm telling you the truth. The news is everywhere. The Prime Minister was even updating us when it was happening. Many of them today are in prison. Many of them have been deported back to the zoo. And Ifa Nyoba and those that sent them never cared about them. The only lucky they have is that they were never arrested here in the zoo because they were working for the zoo. Have you seen the two different things there? They were never arrested when they...
You see, I'm sure this Mohammed is a Fulani person, Mohammed Isiaka. He is here talking about eating, that we will end up eating ourselves raw. That's what they keep saying. When Osman Danfodio came to Hausa land, was he eating the people boiled or raw till today? He came in 1808. Calculate it from your own calendar. How many years ago? And they are still boiling people, not eating people raw. That's what you people keep using to bias the mind of gullible Biafrans. We do not care. Every country you can see today fought for their freedom and became a nation. We will continue to fight for our own freedom, whether we will end up eating ourselves raw or boiling ourselves and eat. It is our personal problem and our business. It does not concern anybody. We want out of Nigeria, and the task must be done. Trust me, Biafra is ready to go. In fact, we are on our way home. Yes, we are on our way home. Whatever Muhammad you are, Fulani or wherever, I do not care. We Biafrans do not care. We don't want your advice, whether you are a judge or a professor or in law that gives legal advice. We don't need your advice. Keep it to yourself. This is platform of people with one mind, with one love, with one goal to get Biafra and go our separate way. You don't like somebody. You don't want the person. You don't want him to go. You don't want to leave his oil and gas. What a fool. What a cowardice behavior. Takia, this is not a place you come to play Takia. No, we know all about it. This time around, Biafrans are not joking. We are very serious. You know how many Biafrans your people have killed. Yes, we are fighting for oil that belongs to us, not your own. Get out of my platform. Get out. Go and fight with your brothers that drinks human blood. Go get out. Mohammed Isiaka, I don't want you here. We are fighting for oil because it belongs to us. Go and eat Zamfara gold that belongs to Zamfara people. That's what we are fighting for. It belongs to us. What is the boundary between the north and the south? Are we close? We are not. Even the people of Middle Belt, they don't want you people. Whatever you are losers. The whole world knows you as the worst terrorist group in the whole world. That's what you are known for. You are warriors. Let me play the voice of one of your brothers who told you people to leave the people of that country alone. Let me play you his voice. He said he's a Fulani boy, that you people are just looking for trouble. He said you people should leave the people of that region alone. Yes, that's what he said. I played it here the other day, and I'm very happy to play it again for you to hear, because we make extensive research to make sure that you people leave us alone. You marauders. You are the teacher. We don't need your teaching. We don't need your teaching. We know what is good for us. We know what we want. Are you there, Muhammad? Listen.
$200 people have been unalived in Nigeria during the Christmas break, and they blame my people, Fulani people, for it. This is my statement. Fulani people, you don't know yourself. You are ignorant of who you are, and you are ignorant of your history, which is why you do the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not from Nigeria. Why are you creating problems with Nigerian people? You are not from Ghana. You are not from Cameroon. Ya Pullo, Felatiin. You are descendants of Umayyad conquerors. You are the Moors that invaded Spain. Your nature is to want to spread Islam, but you cannot spread Islam in certain areas in certain time periods. If you do it, it will be by force and it's not going to work. As nomadic people, their future is not to keep on going more and more south into the lands that your ancestors called the Sudan and invade farmers' lands. The future of the nomads is to take back the north, which is your ancestral lands as Fulani people.
I play it again.
200 people have been unalived in Nigeria during the Christmas break, and they blame my people, Fulani people, for it. This is my statement. Fulani people, you don't know yourself. You are ignorant of who you are, and you are ignorant of your history, which is why you do the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not from Nigeria. Why are you creating problems with Nigerian people? You are not from Ghana. You are not from Cameroon. Ya Pullo, Felatiin. You are descendants of Umayyad conquerors. You are the Moors that invaded Spain. Your nature is to want to spread Islam, but you cannot spread Islam in certain areas in certain time periods. If you do it, it will be by force and it's not going to work. As nomadic people, their future is not to keep on going more and more south into the lands.
That word nomadic means people who have no settlement. You move from place to place. Don't come here and start lecturing whether we will eat ourselves raw or we will cook ourselves. I'm warning you to get out of this platform, Mohammed. get out, and I don't want to see you on this platform. Your distraction is not acceptable. I do not want you on this platform. Nelson, thank you for joining. I don't know where that one is falling from. I have played the voice of his brother. This guy said that he is Fulani, and he has told Muhammad where they came from. They are not even Nigerians. They are not. You can imagine a wandering Maruda coming to a whole country to hold everybody siege with the military, police, Navy, Air Force, because they cannot fight with their bare hands. See how tiny they all look, like tiny rats. They are not even real men. Why are you using military? Because you can't fight on your own. Unfortunately, they can't own Nigeria. Nigeria is too big for them. But we Biafrans, we are untouchable. We are untouchable. They cannot get at us. Not anymore. We have worked so hard to make that country work. But because of your nature, you know, very bad nature, we don't want people like you anywhere around us. We don't. We don't want them, not at all. Not at all. So my people, this is it. I have played a couple of these. You know why you are saying keep my words? Because you know how to incite people. But when Biafra comes, whoever you send as a suicide bomber will be decimated on arrival. I bet you that you will see that we Biafrans, any basket we make does not leak water. We Biafrans, not anymore, not now that you have exposed your character, the kind of people you are, not anymore. Everyone in the zoo are tired. Everyone is tired. Let me play another voice for you. Many people are tired.
And up till now, the cost of goods are not coming down. Instead, they are skyrocketing. They are increasing. The only thing that I know that yesterday, officially, I don't know how authentic it is, was Indomie that said they have reduced the cost of their own products. Apart from that, go to the market. The dollar is coming down. The naira is gaining value, is appreciating, and then the cost of goods are going higher. Why would things be happening like this? Is because there are bodies that are supposed to regulate this thing, but they are not working. All they do is to collect bribe, eat the bribe, and then allow the market forces become the one to determine what price they are selling at. That is why you go to the market. This one will sell at a different price. This one will sell at a different price, and then things are becoming more difficult for the people. It's expected that as you know, the naira appreciates and all that, that the cost of goods or cost of living will go down. But because of criminality,
you see, criminality, yes, criminality, because they are all criminals in that government.
Criminality. There is nothing criminality can actually do. There's nothing, you know, a government that is littered with people that don't have the mind for the people will actually do to aid the people. I'm going to be showing you that video, but before I do that, let me quickly throw in what our very own Daily Falcon said.
You see, I thank God that whenever I'm here, you know, to give my update, I do come with video evidence. At least whatever you hear on this platform, I will always show you the video as my evidence. Should you bring any action or do anything, that Fulani boy, he said that he is also a Fulani and he was honest. So Whenever I'm showing anything on this platform, I always come with video evidence so that you will hear it from the horse's mouth. If I have anything to analyze about the video, I will do that. But you will always see the video. That's my own defense.
And then we'll come back and continue. Please watch.
Like pashas, they are living the lives of kings and princes.
Yeah, this person talking now is a barrister, but he's retired. His name is Dele, but I don't know his second name. But his first name is Dele.
Or the people themselves are deliberately impoverished. So it is not out of place to compare Nigeria to that place that was described as consuming its inhabitants, because Nigeria is cannibalistic in the extreme. In recent days, you've heard the story of Okwama, where the soldiers were murdered by a few, and where the soldiers went back with reprisal attacks and leveled almost an entire community, killing indiscriminately. Lekki Toll Gate and the massacre that took place there in October 2020 is another good example of what we have become as a people. Earlier in the year, we were talking about Bokos in Plateau State, where people were killed on Christmas Day like flies. Nigeria is the only place where you find the government.
I hope Mohammed is listening. He should listen to what activities of his brothers who eat people boiled, while Biafrans will eat themselves raw. They are always talking about nonsensical things. Go and see Dubai. These are the people, the originators of Islam. They are the owners. They used to trade on slave trade in Africa. Today, they have stopped all that. They have embraced democracy. If you go to Dubai, you will see where they have all religious buildings. You go there, you are a Christian, you will go to your own Christian house to pray. If you're a Buddhist, you go there. In Dubai, they are busy developing their country, and Muhammad is here, where his people are frying people. That is how Biafra is going to be. That you people are crying for nothing. We are not listening to your cries. We have served you people long enough. Enough is enough. That's why I'm playing this for you. All these videos, listen to it. Don't take your leave. I want you to remain here and keep making your nasty comments. Listen to this man. He is a Yoruba man, and he's a man that tells the truth without fear or favor. He does not care. That's why I like playing his voice.
And where the soldiers went back with reprisal attacks and leveled almost an entire community, killing indiscriminately. Lekki Toll Gate and the massacre that took place there in October 2020 is another good example of what we have become as a people. Earlier in the year, we were talking about Bokos in Plateau State, where people were killed on Christmas Day like flies. Nigeria is the only place where you find the government talking about repentant terrorists and absorbing them into the army. Nigeria is the only place that will be as rich as it is, and you see people desperately scooping hot food off boiling cauldrons, packing rice with sand. This is the country where the rulers were hiding palliatives meant for people during COVID. Everything about Nigeria is suggestive of the country that the spies entered, where it consumes, it devours. Those are the words. It devours, the land that devours its inhabitants. It is instructive that it is this same country that could not find 5 billion for the student loan scheme, that they are busy buying 160 million naira Jeep. They are praying billions into private accounts. You have people who should be in jail, rotting in prison cells, presiding over the affairs of the country. And
you've seen it, right? Now, I love the authenticness. I love the fact that this man comes out and speaks without fear of evil. I love the fact that he's very open and he says it exactly the way it is. He nails it on the head. And anybody that knows the present Nigeria will understand that, yes, what he's saying is just the truth. In the 36 states, there is only one man that is being hailed as a governor and all that. There are so many things happening. So many things. And whenever you see all these things happening, you get to know clearly that these people don't have the people they don't care about what the people pass through. I for the past few days I've been hammering on governors. Yes. And I know why I keep hammering on governors. Because the truth is, no matter how bad we say the federal level is, yes, there are allocations that go to states. And these allocations, if used properly, can change the life of Nigerians, can change the life of people of those states. If properly used. A lot of people say, hey, Alex is planning to borrow money. As far as he's borrowing that money and bringing in infrastructure, they will have money to pay back. They will have.
Yes, anytime any good example is given, it is always the Igbo man. That Nigeria is a very good sports country. They are all Igbo boys playing the good football. That Igbo people are good in marketing. It is all the Igbos. Okonji Wala. That anything that makes Nigeria great is from Southeast. The oil and gas made Nigeria great. The whole world knows about Nigeria because of our gas. They know them in many foreign institutions today is all Biafrans. Look, there's a lady in Wales, in England. This woman is making waves. A professor. She lectures there. She has been promoted as the head of the whole university. Why? A Biafran lady from Imo State. Tell me what? You can imagine how Biafra will be in 1 year. Just 1 year. Let me say 1 year. Because in 6 months, it will all still be plans, foundations, and everything. But I can assure you that our Obato Bio1 of Biafra land, the man that was appointed by God before he was born, that's what our Onyendu said. You know, some people, sometimes they don't know how to analyze things. Onyendu said that those that will bring Biafra, they are not yet born when God created them. That's what Onyendu said. And our prime minister is one of them. When he was asking for 100 men, our prime minister owned up. He said, Onyendu, you will find 50 men in me. Are you people now going to agree with me that, thank you, Chibo, to agree with me that our prime minister is only starting? And he keep saying it, that I'm only starting. By the time he will finish with the zoo, they will know that Mmeji Buago is not a guy name. It's real. They cannot. That's why when I play these things, I play. It is for our own benefit. You know why? Or ask me how. When our, you know that after declaration of Biafra, then the one they call, how do they call it? Lobbying. These are one of the things that will fetch our lobbying very easily for us. They will hear and they will know how bad Nigeria is. Bad market. That's what Nigeria is. And it's good for them to know that it is only in Biafra land that you will see a man that will tell you yea and amen. Go left, right, and center. Whatever a Biafra man tells you, that's what you will get. And that when they come to Biafra, they will have peace. they will settle down. There wouldn't be anything like terrorist practices in Biafra land. God will forbid that. It will never happen. So when we are playing this sort of video, it is for the world to hear and know where their bread will best be buttered when it comes for them to do business with us. Yeah. When it comes to international relations, Biafra is the only people you will do exactly. Thank you, my brother. Biafra is the only country you will come to do in Africa to do business with, and you will succeed. That's why they don't want us to go. Yes. Thank you, Abia. Thank you. Because everything that made Nigeria great is from Biafra land. That's why they don't want us to go. It is an ego kind of thing. They're very proud. They don't know how to tell us, please, don't go. So buying people is to put fear in us. That fear, we have long thrown it behind us. I really sympathize with families that have lost their dear ones. But with that number of people, which includes my immediate elder brother, we are not looking back. Enough is enough. So any Biafran that is still dragging his feet or her feet, telling you, oh, just lift yourself immediately and go and vote. Any Biafran that does not vote now, you will have yourself to blame, because you will be entering Biafra as an immigrant. Make no mistakes. We are not no nepotistic affairs in Biafra land. That you are my sister. When you are doing the wrong thing, you will be denied. Or you are my brother. Oh, Abum Negi. No. We want straightforward practice in Biafra land. No bribery, no corruption, no aiding and abetting. You must do what the law says. So, my people, this is what Biafra is. Transparency, inclusiveness. We have no discrimination, no rich, no poor. That is Biafra. As long as you are a Biafran and you can prove it, you are there. You are Biafran and you are a Biafran. Nobody will be asking you, oh, which state are you? Or which this are you? No, no, no. That is very discriminatory. We don't want that. So anybody coming here to tell me how Biafra will be eating themselves, whether with salad or boiled or cooked or raw, we have seen 99. Of us, the one goes to 100. We have seen enough. We have had enough. Tinubu is now the president, but his brothers are busy fighting for Duduwa. And people, make no mistakes. Tinubu is busy preparing his people to move because he has gone in there. What he has seen is not what he thought. Yes, thank you. Sapi, thank you for joining us. And Abia the best. Abia for now, yes, is the best. But trust me, when Biafra comes, everywhere will be flowing with light, water, good roads, closed gutters. You will not see any gutter in Biafra land. Because when you have problem, you have to source a solution. We are in the tropics, and mosquito thrives very well in the tropics. So open gutter is not good for our people, because mosquito spreads malaria, all these illnesses. Biafra the best. Exactly, my brother. I agree with you. Thank you so much. So, my people, we are going home where we will have peace. Where we will have peace. And when you travel abroad, you will only be traveling for a single reason, that you will go and come back to your hometown, not where you will travel and you will be trapped because you can no longer go back home. My people, we all know that when Biafra comes, the whole world, Onyendu said it, that it will be like when Yeshua HaMashiach was born, which we call Jesus Christ. Everybody will be flocking to Biafra because people are looking for a peaceful place to be in. Terrorism in 21st century. Oh my God. What backward world? What a backward nation. No, we don't want to live or be with people who are terrorists. We want to be left alone. Yes, yes, my brother Abia. Abia the best. Yes, people like you. Yes, thank you so much. Biafra is going to come. So, my people, let me say it once more. If you go to www.biafrarepublicgov.org, you will see all the links. Yes, he said up here, but actually want to go home. Yes, yes. Lucky Star, thank you for joining us. So, my brother, www.biafrarepublicgov.org is the website. When you get there, you will see all the links. Is Biafra Republic Government in Exile website. Everything you are looking for, yes, you will get it there. Yes. Biafrans, Emenike, my brother, is urging you people to keep voting. We are still in the process of our self-referendum. Vote and donate. We need to support our Biafra Liberation Army. We need to support our Biafra resistant fighters, our Navy, and our Air Force. Our Prime Minister have announced that very soon we will have our satellite TV that will enable you to watch everything that we are doing with ease, a lot of ease. And this donation, it includes Onyendu's legal team. You know that the representation of Onyendu is not like the ordinary one. Onyendu is a sophisticated case. His matter, he is a world man. That man is known by the UN all over the world. Onyendu is known. So his legal representation runs in millions each time he goes to court. So we need donations so that our Prime Minister will keep doing what he is doing for us, because you people will agree with me that our Prime Minister is very intentional. He is very dedicated. He means well for us. And we should accord our donation with, join it with prayer for Onyendu and our Prime Minister. These two men, they are very important for Biafra coming. There is no Biafra without Onyendu, and there is no Biafra without Mazi Simon Ekpa. We must do what it takes. Sacrifice. We must sacrifice to donate. whether you are in Biafra land, my people, I can assure you that that is why they are burning the businesses of Biafrans. Number one, to put fear in us. Number two, to reduce us penniless so that our people will have no money. Then when you tell them about Fulanization and Islamization, they will hands off. No way. Even when we were giving 20 pounds, we managed to get where we are today. And they cannot even see our back. If you go to their villages in the north, it's not like going to Biafra villages, is like going to heaven. So they have a lot of things against us, but we don't care. God made us special, and we cannot come down from that standard, from that height where God has kept us. We are special people. Yes. So to maintain that standard, we have to make some sacrifices to be able to make contribution. Money is the key to getting Biafra. Money, funding. We need to support our Prime Minister. My people, I will leave you here, and I will see you tomorrow this time again. Try and join me. Always like and share. Abia the best. Don't forget to subscribe to Betty Ford TV. When you get to YouTube, you will just click on that place where they have YouTube, and you will click on subscribe. That's it. That's all I need from you. You know, I need as many. Okay, thank you. Subscribe and follow me on Betty Ford Second on Facebook, because this link is connected to Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, my wonderful people. I'm proud of you people. We are not just proud people. God made us like that. It's our nature. Nobody can take it from us. Mmiri na-ama ugo na wunwu ugo arụ. That's the way it is. So, my people, don't forget, self-referendum, vote, like, and share this message so that it goes viral. I love you, Father Henry. God bless you. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.